Dear students, welcome to this session on methodology of teaching English. This session focuses on the four language skills, namely listening, speaking, reading and writing. We will discuss the instructional objectives and specifications in teaching English. LSRW is the short form of the four language skills. L for listening, S for speaking, R for reading and W for writing. We learn a language first by listening. Then we start speaking. Slowly we learn how to read words and sentences, and finally we'll be able to write in the newly learned language. Listening. This is the first and foremost thing you do when you try to learn a language. It takes place through varied mediums like conversation, narration of stories, speech, broadcasts, debates, songs, poems, dramas, etc. People listen and understand spoken English. Let us see some specifications with listening. By listening, a learner recognizes English sounds and understands the contrast between the sounds of English and the sounds of mother tongue. Listening helps to understand many things. We'll be able to understand how the meaning changes according to the change in the word stress and intonation. If you listen closely to a person, you can understand the meaning change according to the change in the intonation and the word stress. For example, take the word project. This word can be uttered in two different ways. Project. Here the stress is at the initial part of the word, and then it is kind of a dissertation or something that you submit as part of your course of study. And second category is project. Here the stress is on the second syllable, ject. Project something. You highlight something. It's a verb. So project, where the word stress is word initially, is a noun, and project, where the word stress is on the second syllable, is a verb. So the meaning also changes. So if you listen closely to a person, you can understand how the meaning of a word changes according to the changing word stress and intonation. It will also help us to understand the clues in the situation, to understand the meaning, the contextual clues to get the meaning. And we'll be able to understand the grammatical meaning of each structure by listening carefully. Because you can avoid ambiguities. If you listen carefully, you will be able to decipher the accurate meaning by giving enough attention to the pauses that the speaker gives in between his speech and all. You'll be able to understand the accurate grammatical meaning of every structure in a sentence. And we can also get an understanding of the varied tones of the speaker, like feelings of anger, surprise, etc., and also the underlying meaning in a text and its context. So by listening carefully, you can have all these. Now let us focus on speaking skills. Speaking is the ability to reproduce sounds and sound patterns correctly. While speaking, one must use proper word stress, proper intonation, and give sufficient voice modulation to convey the exact meaning, the intended meaning. And of course, the speaker has to give proper pauses to punctuate his speech, otherwise it won't be comprehensible. Then there should be a reasonable flow of speech with appropriate vocabulary and sentence patterns. While speaking, one has to arrange his ideas in a proper sequence. It should be coherent and logical for the listener. And the speaker has to maintain proper eye contact with the audience. Let us now take a glance at the various processes of speaking. It may be in the form of a recitation, or asking questions, answering questions, making an announcement, engaging in a conversation, involving in a debate, enactment, and so on. Reading skills. Reading a passage leads to comprehension, or it enables a person to understand the meaning of a given text. One reads step by step by having a look at the phrases or having a look at the thought units and then trying to derive meaning out of it. While reading, we make use of the grammatical meaning of sentences. In the process of reading, we may locate the important words, the key words, the major phrases and sentences and so on. And it is in the process of reading that we identify whatever is relevant, whatever is important or significant. As one reads, one understands the total underlying meaning of a work. Reading enables to frame a suitable title for a given passage. And it helps to get the central idea of the given passage. It helps us to infer or assume the mood of the author, and we'll be able to understand the ideas, events, sequences, and facts from diligent reading. Reading carefully will help us to distinguish between main ideas and subordinate ideas. Process of reading. Reading may be either loud reading or silent reading. Unfamiliar material is read by learning new phrases and vocabulary. The textual or the dictated material is read by retaining the spirit of the original. Writing skills. One must learn to write neatly and legibly with proper speed, punctuation, capitalization, correct grammar, use of appropriate words, phrases and structures, etc. While writing, one can present a variety of ideas and sentence patterns. They all can be presented in a very logical and coherent way, which is easy to follow. And in writing, we must be careful to give paragraph divisions like introduction, body, conclusion, and so on. And sufficient connective words must be used while you write a matter. Process of writing. Variety of practical situations will be given in writing exercises. It may include completion of a given story, framing a dialogue, that is a conversation between two people by giving them a situation, how to use language for business purposes like business letters and so on, journalistic purposes, writing a feature, an article, or social and official purposes, friendly purposes, etc. are to be differentiated. So all these would be discussed in the class, and different exercises will be given to the learners so that they get first-hand experience in writing these different varieties of pieces. Finally, the learner acquires thorough knowledge of the elements of English language, that is listening skills, speaking skills, reading skills, and writing skills. They learn to appreciate the language in all forms, and thus they develop an interest in the language. So here we have come to the end of the session. Thank you.